Hey everyone! Today we're going to be reacting to Godzilla X Kong Supernova. Now in production, let's get started. I am so hyped. Ooh, this is going to be awesome. Okay, we got some people. Kind of lame. I'm here for the monsters, not for the people. Because the monsters are...
Thank you for calling Monarch Community Support Line.
Yo! Okay, we're going to have to analyze
There's been a number of Titan sightings today all over the globe.
See how that's kind of tempting. I mean, it's kind of tempting. I don't really know, but that wasn't really much. And I was hoping to see more of the monsters. So guys, I'm going to leave it up to you. Will this be a total flop and be worse than Godzilla X Kong? Because in my opinion, Godzilla X Kong was a really good movie. Definitely the best Godzilla movie yet. But this might kind of be a disappointment if it's just by the people. It might end up like the 2014 Godzilla movie, where it's only about people and Godzilla only got 11 minutes of screen time. But in the movie, they got like an hour screen time. Okay, we need to analyze this. Alright. So what we can see here is that we got some people. Hold on, I want to see. Oh, okay, up here. It looks like pyramids, shining blue. That could be a sign that Godzilla might be back with his blue spikes. That would be amazing if he is, BT dubs, because I love Godzilla with his blue spines. I actually kind of hated the pink spines, even though he was more powerful. I just like the blue spines more. I hate the color pink. No offense to you pink lovers. But yeah. Alright. Got some people. Let's see what we got on this desk. All right, so we got a telephone, llama, ball, a cup. It says keep Kong and carry it. What does? I can't zoom. But what I do see is we got a Godzilla figure. That's dope.
Our community support line. This just in. There've been a number.
And then it's going crazy. What? 011000110. Okay, that's dope. That's dope. That's dope. All right, what's that? San Diego. I think that's what it says. But it looks like that they're reporting about Godzilla. Yeah. And it just keeps doing the 010.
Titan sightings today all over the globe.
Like, he just keeps doing that. That's... Wait. What's that? Emergency alert. Service blank to report a Titan search call. Yo, that might be the main villain. I don't know who's going to be the main villain of this. But still. Wait a minute. I'm not even on the Warner Bros. Official trailer. Wait. Hold it. Let me search up Warner Bros. Warner Bros. Oh, yeah, I'll make sure to... Wait, 11 hours. Okay, I'm not telling you. But, yeah, that's weird. Huh. Let me know your theories of who might be the villain. Hold up. Supernova. But why would it be called supernova? Supernova, I mean, like, think about it. Godzilla vs. Kong was the first entry to Godzilla X Kong. And then Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire, I'm pretty sure it was called that because Kong and Zuko and Godzilla tried to beat Scar King and Shimo to take their right of their home. And then, but why would it be called super near? Because supernova, I meant. I don't know. But what I was looking at, this video right here, like this video, let's watch it.
Welcome home, residents. It's your Mayor Alistair back, and wow, I was not expecting this. I thought we were about another year away from getting any kind of new info about GX.
I actually thought that too. Oh, no, hold on, let me get my charger. But I actually thought that too. That's actually really funny because I thought that too. That's actually
K3, but
because it is
out
coming
of
out in
nowhere,
2027, I did see it.
Legendary have just announced the title of the next MonsterVerse film with a brand new reveal teaser, and it confirms several things we've been speculating on for the past few months. There's a bunch of Godzilla stuff randomly dropping right now. There's a new animation of Godzilla with green atomic breath that we're making a video about, as well as the new Godzilla ride that was confirmed. And now this. But what is the title? Well, you probably all know what it is by now, but subscribe anyway, because there's going to be a lot more Godzilla videos to come. And yes, I'm also talking about the 70% of you that aren't subscribed, so go do it already, because things are about to get hot. The title for the next MonsterVerse film is...
Yep, we know it's supernova.
Godzilla x Kong Supernova, which is just epic. And we got a full title reveal teaser, just like we did with the new Empire. However, this one is a little different, giving us a bunch of smaller details instead of outright showing us the new world-ending threat.
Wait a minute, now that I think about it, if it's coming out in 2027, they probably haven't really even thought of the main villain yet. So basically, that would be another year, and they'll probably drop another teaser, and then we would see the full appearance of the main villain, or at least a shadow of it. I don't really know, but still.
But there's still plenty of detail.
So I'm not going to really complain. That was a good teaser for a movie that's going to come out in like 2 years. So, yeah.
Here that really change everything we know about the MonsterVerse so far. The trailer was released with this description. Please stand by. Your call is very important to us. Godzilla x Kong now in production, only in theaters, March 26th, 2020.
That's a release date! March 26th. That is coming out so close to Sonic 3. Yo, that is so close. Heck, maybe, imagine if we just, I just say my mom to wait for Sonic 4 and then we just, like, watch them on the same exact day, like at different times. That would just be dope. That would be awesome.
7. Report a Titan sighting, call 240-MON-ARCA.
Wait. Hold up. Pause. Where did it say that? Where does it say? Reporting a Titan sighting called 240 Monday Arch. Is that going to be the name? 240 Arch? Is that the name?
Hinting at a wide ARG marketing campaign.
Wait, it's probably going to be glowing.
But what happens when you actually call that number? Well, stick around to the end to find out. But first, let's get to that breakdown. The teaser opens up with a Monarch facility. Everyone's going about their day. This team is set up to convenient. I'm still happening on screen that you might have missed. Because what is that? Are you...
That's what I voted out. That is what I voted out. Dang. That...
Seeing what I'm seeing? Because that looks an awful lot like an alien megastructure coming in the form of several...
Wait! Now that I think about it, those spines may not be to Godzilla. But that could be to Space Godzilla, because Space Godzilla has kind of blue on it. And, it's from space, and it can sometimes glow. Could the main villain be Space Godzilla? I don't know, because Space Godzilla, it might have been forgotten, but it could be our only hope.
Glowing blue pyramids, they look to have a similarity to the crystal formations we saw in the new Empire, which the Iwi used to manipulate gravity. Now, if these really are of alien origin, this could mean that the Iwi technology are actually remnants from aliens that had visited before. Or they are one the likely, which I think is everyone likely won't be alone. The film, potentially as the world-ending invaders. and that they may be with the early humans. This definitely confirms that aliens will have a presence in the film, potentially as the world-ending invaders, and that they may indeed be humanoid, unless they turn out to be gorillas in spacesuits. Although they more than likely won't be alone and will have monsters of their own on their side to fight with them. With a title called Supernova, it could be hinting at Space Godzilla, which
I knew it! I freaking knew it! I freaking knew it! I like this guy. I'm glad that I subscribed to him and notification, because we had the right ideas for Godzilla X Kong Supernova. Like, bro.
is everyone's biggest guess, which I'd personally love, though it could also be Gigan, who appeared in Godzilla vs. Gigan via something that looks an awful lot like, you guessed it, a supernova. But there's also other things in the trailer that make me think it's Space Godzilla, so hold out for that. This is a massive thing to put in the first second of your reveal trailer, but the details don't stop there. If we look at the desk, we see a picture of the legend himself, Sam Neill, who you know as Alan Grant from Jurassic Park, who was confirmed a few weeks back to have a role in this upcoming film, which I am super hyped about. We already heard that Caitlin Dever's character is a Monarch operative, so this could be her desk, and Sam Neill could be her father, and the image next to him is her mother. Hopefully Sam Neill lasts more than 20 minutes, whereas hinting at anything major, I doubt it's implying Biolante will be in the film, or that a main character will die, but who knows. In the corner of the screen, we see that they're wanting to follow up on Trapper, Bernie Hayes, Helen Hampton, Rick Stanton, and Jay Jorgensen. If you don't know who Jay is, she was one of the Monarch operatives from Monarch Declassified who witnessed the pink goo actually reviving Tiamat. So it does look like that pink stuff may be...
Could Tiamat might come back in Godzilla X Kong Supernova? I don't know. There's so many questions.
Important leading into Supernova. The screen also points towards a big event happening in Sedona, Arizona. Now, if you look at this area, it's a lot of desert, and more desert. So, what could the significance of this place be? Now, the only time we've really seen this place before was when Scylla woke up after hearing Ghidorah's alpha call, but since then there's not really been anything significant. On the screen flashes emergency alert, status severe, and to call Monarch. But what could this Titan be? Well, remember when I said it could be something from space? Well, our friends were able to decipher this binary code that's flashing up on screen. And you know what it says? Godzilla Kong, watch this space. Which actually goes back to Dan Stevens' hint a few months back, where he also said watch this space. So we weren't insane for saying that was a hint. But the message...
How? I just took a random guess and said that those pyramids look like Space Godzilla. Basically I was right and wrong, because those pyramids are not related to Space Godzilla. Those are the Iwi that we saw in Godzilla X Kong. And, speaking of which, but I was kind of right, because I said something about Space Godzilla might be in the movie. When you put in that code, it says, watch your space. You think that's just, Godzilla and Kong might watch their space, because there's going to be a bunch of monsters trying to kill him. No! Think about it. Space, watch your space, and outer space, that, they were talking about Space Godzilla. I know it. Space Godzilla is going to be the main villain. I'm predicting that he's going to look different, but yeah.
Actually repeats. Godzilla Kong, watch this space. Godzilla Kong, watch this space. Godzilla, watch this space. Godzilla. Space. Godzilla. Are you getting it yet? It could not be any clearer that this teaser is telling us that Space Godzilla will be the antagonist of Godzilla X Kong Supernova.
I said he was going to be the antagonist.
Just huge, because he was literally my favorite character to play as in Save the Earth. So seeing him in the Monsterverse would literally be insane. The teaser ends with a look at the new title, which is very sci-fi looking, and around it you can see stars dotted around the screen. as the reveal imitates that of a supernova, but it also looks like a portal opening up, which may be significant. And finally, we see now in production with the sound of Godzilla's iconic roar.
Yep, I recognize that. Just let me call it out.
But it does sound slightly off, not like the evolved Godzilla we got in GXK. So could this actually be Space Godzilla roaring? Either way, this gives us more hints that this will be a Godzilla-focused film, which I think 90% of us are relieved to hear, because Kong has had the spotlight for way too long.
I know.
Now, what's up with that
Never the monkey, more the lizard, because I like Godzilla.
phone number? What happens when you call it? Well, I messaged them on WhatsApp just to show you. When you text them, they ask you to tell them if you want to report a Titan sighting, or whether you want info on how to prepare for a Titan emergency. This is what happens when you select number 1.
In order for our support team to properly assist you, we ask that you provide as much detail as possible. Please share the location and time of your sighting, as well as physical attributes, utterances, or behavioral information about the Titan that you wish to provide. Be advised, your report may be archived for Monarch personnel training or broadcast in future briefings. Your call is very important to us, and we thank you for reporting this sighting. Stay safe and vigilant.
As they requested, I recorded myself talking about how I just saw Godzilla,
It's literally Godzilla.
and now I'm awaiting a response from their team, which I assume will give me more information about supernova or how to protect myself from a Godzilla attack.
Wow. That was insane. I did not expect that at all.
And this is what happens when you select number 2.
Titan-related events cannot be predicted, so it's important to stay vigilant, remain calm, and be ready. Here are some ways you can stay prepared in the event of a Titan-related emergency. Pay attention to and act quickly upon receiving text alerts. Titans are forces of nature that cannot be contained. They are unpredictable, massive in size, and incredibly dangerous. If you are in the vicinity of a Titan, please do not engage. Our highly trained response team is ready to help in any crisis that may arise. For your safety, please go to your nearest Titan shelter immediately. If you're not near a Titan shelter and require assistance, please save this phone number for future needs.
Since this is an ARG, which means alternative reality game, it's likely that we'll be getting more text and information over time as we learn more about the film. Like we'll get warnings that aliens are attacking, or Space Godzilla has been spotted, or something like that. The film is directed by Grant Sputor and will star Caitlin Dever, Dan Stevens, Matthew Modine, Sam Neill, Jack O'Connell, and Delroy Lindo. And it doesn't really have a synopsis. All we have so far is the film will feature several new human characters alongside the beloved and iconic Titans, Godzilla and Kong, as they face off against a cataclysmic, world-ending threat. Which is pretty much the same as all the other synopsis. This is a...
I honestly think, after hearing that, I don't think that it should have been called Supernova. I think it should have been called Godzilla x Kong, The End World. I mean, it kind of makes sense, but now that I think about it, it might kind of spoil it. But yeah, it could be if it's gonna happen at the end of the
huge day for MonsterVerse fans. I am so hyped about this. Based on the trailer, it looks like the film will indeed be more grounded, at least tonally, but will have more science fiction elements, which is pretty much everything we've been asking for. But what do you think about the teaser and the title? And will Space Godzilla really be coming? Let us know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe and stomp the notification button to become a resident of Dangerville today. And remember to like this video because it helps it reach a wider audience. I've been Alistair, and we'll see you residents in the next one.
Oh wait, yeah, I think Space Godzilla. But that's all we today. But yeah, we got a lot of info about Godzilla. I didn't all that know. Space Godzilla could be in the movie.
Pros is personalized hair care.
Bye-bye.
That's